let's see what's going on. I think I can do that. I'll think about that. Good thing I do not body. Okay. Really bad. Too late. Nah, fam. It's only 2 o'clock. It's not. I don't know, for some reasons I can go to sleep for like barely any time and be up forever. Also, I should probably change my mic setting. Okay, I think that's good. What's it called? I see what someone was talking about. Like, you can't really talk about yourself. I feel like at the same time, you should be yourself on, you know, like to the world. Like, if the world sees you for you, everyone kind of goes and relates with it. It's like they can connect with you, and that connection's way better than just like, let's not do that. It's like, why limit our emotions and like connecting rawness? Because that's why I like about Game of Thrones is like they do that where they talk, and when they talk, it's like, oh, that's super. You know, it's like the emotion, everything. I was like, why don't we do that today? Is it because technology, like, something is limiting us? And technology, I think, is limiting us because, like, if we're not doing that, you know what I'm saying? It's like that connection is way more important. And I feel like a lot of people aren't getting that because, like, you have to be yourself 100%. And it's like, I feel like society, or I don't know, just around, it's like when you grow up, it's like you can't really do that. I feel like when you are, if you're always open and like deflect it somehow, it's like you just keep doing that. It's like you are your best self. Now, if you don't get it, get out. I know you're about to leave anyway. What's it called? Yeah, I was realizing because when I was taking a shower, because I really like showers, they help me think. Funny time. What's it called? I was like thinking about myself, right? And like thinking how I work. I'm like, okay, I normally don't think. Why do I not think? It's like, okay, because I have that mindset, that preset. I mean, I'm just leaving the preset, but it's like I should be exploring different presets and different aspects and viewpoints of life. It's like changing who you are every 2 seconds visually, like everything, so you can figure out what you want, I guess. And then become that person. Like right now, it's like I'm not that person. I realize, hey, you actually have to wake up a bit, because for me, it's like I don't wake up. If that makes sense, I'm not myself. I don't feel that self. It's like when I connect with it, it's like, oh, okay, that's the self I want to be, and I can construct it and immediately be that. Yeah, so it's like for me, when I go through that, it's like I can control this reality based off how happy I am, and everything like that. It's like you create that, you set it, and you're always changing it. I like making it seem seamless. It's all about making it seamless. See, like, Matrix knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, okay, I'm kind of thirsty. I can get. I think there's water. Yes, there's water at the table. Okay. What do you mean I'm mumbling? You gotta relax, okay? I'm really bad with mumbling. It's one of my worst things ever, which is probably why I don't talk that often. I like don't want to, because like, fam, I mumble a lot. If I mumble a lot, it's like, no one's gonna listen to me, and I feel like that's why it's like, fam, that's why no one listens to you. This guy's mumbling. I don't know, you think it is, but it's like, I know for me, it's like vocally, I do that, and it's annoying, and it's bad. I need to stop that. But my ideas are so good, so it's like I kind of like people who are like okay with it still gets it. No, I know I can a little. That's how like I have a gain like super high up because to talk whatever. Okay, I think this is not good. Good. Okay, yeah, this is as good as it gets. Look at it. I'm trying to make a highlight, do something. Highlight channel. Fam, it's all about what I say. That's the highlight. You know what I mean? It's the content. The context is the highlight. It's like, bro, come on, we want something flashy. We want something popping. But it's like, fam, like sometimes just me being me, I feel like people should value that connection and get to know me like that. This is a stream layout I did in 2 seconds because I normally do other stuff, but I kept messing around with it. So I was like, this is as good as it gets right now. Like, I'm good. Do I highlight by my channel? Highlight free club? Like, actually, bro, just make it like, fam, this background is nice though. I'm like in the square, you know what I mean? So it's like super cool. Man, I thought about this. This is genius. Okay, genius. Wallpaper, idea, everything. About why you hating? I don't get it. I'm trying. I know it is, but it's like you also. It's people who want the vision. Do you really want? Okay, let's see. Let's go out there. And where is that? Image. This is what you'd rather prefer. This is like, yeah, I know. I'm floating. Oh, why it's green screen? That's why. Oh, I really like the. Is it really that much better? Okay, yeah, I see how that's bad now. I'll just commission someone for a background. What's that? Wait, tell me who the person who did your profile picture. I want to commission them to draw something cool for the background. Jamie, right? But it's all like an X, I think. I don't know. I don't know. He's no, yeah, him. I need to do that. I know it's not gonna be a hard I want like a really nice aesthetic. Yeah, I know. He did for dude. It looks good. Like I'll give him money. Like I'll give him like what $10-20. Like make a good background. Like very like I don't want to complicate. I want very simple stuff. Like just take Sailor Moon with kind of like a what's it called? Sailor Moon with aesthetic vibe. Put them together. Boom, you're done. Get off the podium. What's it called? I was thinking. I was like, okay, how can I express? Like for me, it's like I can have on when I'm just talking with others in this reality, but it's like my own. It's like that's the matrix. So it's like how much I should be focusing on the matrix part more than just everyday. Cause everything's so boring. It's so like boring to make it. You know, like always trying. Like what it just is. It's like I don't know. Life is boring. Like some things like change it up, but it's like I do the same thing all the time. It's like, bro, I'm so tired of it. You know, it's like I need to do something. I need to change something, but it's like I need to do something that. But it's like, how am I supposed to know unless I do things? I feel like if I just think about it logically with potential situations, I might like it too, but then I could be wrong. You know, it's like, how can you discover your best self if you can explore the whole entire world of what the possibilities have? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Oh my god. Yo. Thailand, we're not taking this out of context. I don't want any of this on Twitter. Okay? Like, I don't want anything about it. Like, fam, if I put this in, it's for this meme, it has to be in context. Because it can look so bad really quick if you do it incorrectly. I am not happy. Oh wait, I have different backgrounds. Okay. No, I have backgrounds. Okay. Image, normal image. I have it. I like it. Super generic. I'm doing it. Boom. Okay. It's bluey. It goes with the theme. I take this, I move it down here, move this, put it over there. I know it doesn't match. I really don't care right now. It's bad. Whatever. If I had the green screen, I'd be doing this. True. That's funny content. You're right, Helen. You're right. It's like for me, it's like I know it's funny, but at the same time, it's like, not Will, man. I can't do Will because it'll be like, what if I'm talking? It's like Jaden, you know what I mean? It's like if you put like Jaden Smith, I'll do it with this context where it's like it's Jaden Smith, and it's like, oh, what's going on? Whatever. It's like that mindset, that thinking. You know, it's like changing up all the time. Get image. Let's take this. Yikes, dogs. Okay. Yeah. Stretch out. You know, I gotta move myself now. What was this alert box? You can move away. Okay. Boom. See, I'm talking next to Will. Okay. Move this over a little bit. Yeah. Oh my god, there's like 50 million chat boxes and they're all annoying. Okay, good enough. Alright. Good thing I moved because like now it looks good. Also, I really like this camera. What a mess. I know it's a mess, but it's like it looks good. It does look good. This is a good picture. It's a good picture of Will Smith, but okay, now it's like, okay, now you get it for the clip. You got it for the clip. That's it. No, Kevin, it's funny, but I gotta do it with the clip. You know, it's like, okay, it can be funny. You gotta put it in a certain context. And it's like, okay, it's fine. But it's like, you know, it's like, oh, there's one thing for the cloud, and then one thing that's like, okay, I just want to be real right now. Yeah, I have better setups. I just don't do them right now. Like, thank you so big. Okay. Okay, boom. Happy. That's like, that's here, and that is this. Okay, now let's go. Wait, your platform radio. I don't know why I'm gonna do the platform radio. Also, this is probably why it's doing that. Wait, I will submit this to the best. Do it. Cloud coins. When are you gonna do the dude? I was thinking actually about it recently. I'm like thinking about it's like, let's say you record, right? And it's like you like the setup and everything. It's like you can just delete things instead of recording the whole thing. Everything's separate but combined. You can like move things around and edit them. So it's like when you can edit your own streams at max quality for every single aspect and do it all perfectly because of how the setup and streaming layout would work. When you separate all the layers and sources and everything, but it recognizes what was going on in each scene. And launch your camera. I know I like. Okay. This is as big as it gets. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, no, this is actually as big as it gets. Yeah, my hair. This is me after shower. Just like ooh. See, it's like I do what's it called so much, so that's a good look. I like that look. Yeah, I know my hair is way better. I know what you're saying. What's it called? Yeah, I was thinking. It's like I keep thinking this more and more recently. It's like there's so much that I need to do. And I feel like because I don't know what to do, I'm trying to find different outlets that I can never figure it out. And I shouldn't be worried about it. I should just be exploring, like, through there, maybe find something. And through there, maybe, like, be more myself and, like, find different senses of self. At the same time, it's like, I'm just living super simply and easy. But it's like, sometimes simple and easy isn't the best thing. You know, it's like, it gets boring. So I need to figure out the best path, because like you can mess up really bad for doing that. You know, so when you explore and do all that with your mind, it's like a lot can go bad. You need to make sure you do it on the correct thing and make sure it's like you are progressing. For me, it's like, okay, I don't want to do any more bad, so I just like turn it off. It's like, no, you gotta do the fight. You gotta keep going. That's it. Also, half the stuff I'm saying right now is like the stargazing stuff. Like my streams, whatever this is like when I talk about that, it's like that's the stargazing. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm explaining is like kind of like how people who stargaze think and their process and like good and bad. Like yeah, it's basically a woke thing. It's like when I talk with Erica about stargazing and everything, it's like I talk about this. No, I'm serious. Like this is what I talk to him about. And I'm just like, yo, I'm thinking about this and this and this. It's crazy. And then it's like, yo, I know exactly what you're talking about. And he will say stuff on Twitter. Like he was saying something. I'm like, no, he is making good points. Like he is being smart. He just saying it horribly, but he has good points. I'm like, okay, I support you for thinking this. You know, it's like I specify why I like and relate to it. No, dude, it's like when you do this, like you have to like understand and be like, yo, okay, this is what's going on. It's it's not one way or the other. It's mutually like wanting to like talk about it. Like he literally DM'd me. It was like, I need you. I was like, yeah, I know you do. Like whatever. Yeah, it goes both ways. This is kind of folks. Yeah, I talked about him about everything. Like, they're both sorry. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, Doom. Doom. I'm about it. Hey, it's funny, but I'm playing like a harsh limit because I know I'm gonna keep like slouching off and be like tolerant of it. And, like, yo, I need to be more strict. After like 3 times, it's like, yo, I'm gonna mute you for like 200 seconds after that because like unless you're doing like perfect time, it's like this is a good timing that made me chuckle, good timing. But it's like if it's just random, it's like, bro, you gotta make it lead up. Ginger, don't do it, man. That's fine. But okay, we're done. We're done. Just not mentioning that. Don't do it often, or else I'm gonna get pissed. Because like I don't get mad anymore. I just like get sad, I guess, or like I don't know. It's like I'm just like ugh, you know. It's like whatever, but it's like a weird back, you know. It's like it sets you back in a weird way. It makes you feel like it's more numbing, but it's like you don't even notice. So it's like you don't really notice what's going on around you. It's like okay, if you can't understand this, how are you gonna understand this? No, I'm not. It's like I don't know. I do want to be strict, but at the same time, I don't. It's very conflicting because like you have to think of devil's advocate for situations sometimes. So it's like so you know what you want, but it's like I don't know. For me, when I'm happy and want to be happy, it's like I don't even think about the devil's advocate. I'm just happy, you know. Um, but it's like, oh, it's. I feel like so many people now when they talk and they talk about their ideas, it's like it's so depressing for me to hear. And it's like, yo, it's not supposed to be like that. Like, be happy, be good. Like, you guys are talking about the wrong things. You guys are making every situation worse. When you do it, it's like, just relax, take, chill a bit, like enjoy. Because I feel like being happy, everyone needs to be happy, even though it's a simple and easy way. Because like when you do that and you connect with other people and just like being open emotionally like that, it's like, hey, that's a cool thing. It's like you can express your true self, that you can only express yourself and feel yourself. It's like if you can make someone feel what you feel through empathy, that's why like sometimes I'm really good with other people. It's like you can understand when someone's going to like feel it. You can physically feel what they're feeling because they're just being open. It's like you have that connection. I feel like if everyone's empathetic and everyone had a connection, I feel like I know, dude. I know. Don't stop it. Okay. I know you're trying to help, but at this volume, I am happy. Oh my god. Wait. This Going did this too, or was it this of the Going? I forget which. It was great. That classic, dude. It was the perfect bait. It was, Tyler, it's like you being my enemy, like it's like the rival, like the anime shows. It's like, fam, I freaking hate it like a lot of the times, but it's like at the same time I gotta do it to get good. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those type of, at least I feel it's like that relationship. It's like conflicting, but also like, oh, cool. Um, but yeah, he has a pop filter. I think that's just gain, but it's like if I turn on the gain, you guys probably can't hear me. I can disable gain from what's it called? From the OBS thing. Let's just cancel that. Okay. Does this sound better or worse? Or is it the same thing? I don't know anymore. Okay. I should be more hydrated when I stream because I feel like then I'll mumble less. Because like if it's dry, then it's like, oh, it's more action. If it's more action, then it's like you don't want to put enough work or not used to it. And when you do that, it's like, oh, it's not gonna work perfect. It's like it's gonna mess up. Make sure you have right precautions and then do something. But I feel like for me, it's like I do so many precautions where I don't even do anything anymore, and it's like that's also a conflicting idea between like thinking about doing it correctly, but like actually experiencing. And like, because if you do it for every time, it's like, yes, it's the best result, but it's super boring. It's like sometimes you gotta change it up. But if you change it up, that makes you worse too. So it's like you have to play the balance to recuperate yourself, but also like explore. It's very conflicting, like two selves. That's when it's like, when I wake up, it's like, okay, I do that person, then I go back. It's like it's two sided. Um, Filter, not that it's popping. Oh, really? I don't think so. Because I was recording one time, right? Because for the Aurora song that never got released. Yo, good night. Um, Thanks for coming by. So I was testing pop filter without, and I was like, okay, I sound way better with the pop filter. So I was like, okay, I need to go do that. And like ever since, I just had it, because it's like a very easy like twist add-on to the mic arm, and it's not that bad. And it's like I can move it around, do whatever I want. And it's like out of the way and all connected, so it's very convenient. It's like if like I don't want the moisture to really hit the microphone and like potentially mess it up long run. So if I put the pop filter, like captures a lot, and it's like okay, then I can dry it, whatever. It's like you're extending the longevity. If you woke up and you were, no, that's every time I wake up. No, that's every time I wake. Trust me, right now I'm like when I wake up, I am dead as I'm like dumb as a rock. Like I'm actually like I'm bored and I'm dumb and I'm like, because for me it's like doing this when normally it's like I don't really have a good, I guess, outlook or a very good like expressing myself and like being happy and like just like doing it. um oh, it's like now I am, but it's like I need to figure out how to maintain this forever. It's like I keep doing that, keep doing that, keep doing that, because anything else is worse. So it's like right now I've been known for a while. It's like how it is not to have it, and now it's like okay, I know how to have it now. Like it's been like 3 years since I haven't had it. Um, but like every month or something, it'll be like epiphany. I'm like, oh, it's like a spark. It's like I never execute it. I never like do it. So like now it's just I need to do that monthly stuff. I need to do this and figure out what I need to do, how to be and like do that thing. Um, does that make sense? Hmm. I don't know. For me, it's like I always do all this like very complicated like mind work, I guess, and like different ideas and how to implement them to shape this reality. You know, it's like because everyone shapes their own reality. For me, I didn't shape anything really, or I haven't in a long time. So everything's just plain. Doesn't really have like that much to it. So for me, it's like I see very simple. It's like okay, I can change it pretty easy, or like do something. But I'm lazy. Yo, what's up, Brandon said. Um, but it's like now I'm thinking about like okay, I can actually do that. I can actually go back because there was times where I was so good where it's like through empathy and like different testing of emotions, I would make a preset and then my mind would go to that preset and I would become whatever that creation is that I created with different ideals and ideas. And then I would revert back. I feel like I did that because that would drain so much of your head. Like that would just like, it's too much work. Um, but I did it, I think, too many times. I did it like maybe like 5 times. It wasn't. It was kind of weird to like change everything, like, change it to something else. Um, yeah, I used to do that, and I was like, oh, that's fun. And I feel like that idea still is like, hey, you can still do it, but it's like, hey, you gotta figure out how to get the energy back, you know, how to recuperate yourself to do it. Um, yeah, when I was younger, I I was doing all of this all the time, 24/7. Like it was it was fun because usually it's like if I talk and just like keep talking or like have a platform or like usually it was a friend, but if I have a platform to talk and be open with like this, I feel like that's kind of what I want with my content and what I want to do. I feel like with that it's like okay, I it's like I can redo what I used to do all the time. I mean, comfortable with that. And for me, doing that, it's like I can change everything about reality when I obtain that, like I did before. So it's like, how can I make it the best way, but also subtle, and like redo what I failed at? You know, it's like I have to suffer, but it's like once I get through, it's like okay, I'm gonna be like who I was before, but better because I know what to look for. And kind of, that's what I'm saying, like the rebirth, the reawakening, all that. Because like I don't know what percent to get to that goal, but I know it's there. I know like maybe I'm a quarter. I don't know, but it's like that journey is what makes things worth it. To find that better self than just the selves that you can just have in this reality. It's like you create your own. It's like you gotta work for it. I know it's funny. It's so funny though. If you had to admit, it's super funny. It's hilarious, especially like my personality style. Dude, perfect. It was literally perfect. I love, like, I hate seeing it, but it's like I know it was perfect. Um, yeah, it's so good 'cause, like Tylen's personality just keeps like it's combating. It's perfect. I love it. Um, I don't know. Thailand usually like does stuff and then it's like dips. I don't know if you're in here, you're like, oh, maybe. But it's like usually it's like you'll usually with streams it'll happen for a second, like bye. I'm like, bro, come on, just feel the stream. Like like you kind of helped me out with the background. It's like this is kind of chill. Um, but it's like, fam, why don't you stick around? It's because it's like fans like yours. It's like I can't stick around if you're just like playing games too much. It's like I need that connection, that personality. You know, I feel like a lot of people in the stream just personality. Like Ron is like this, you know, just like saying it's like, what am I thinking? What am I doing? How am I feeling? It's like that type of stuff. Because like you can connect with people like that in a more intimate way. I feel like games and reactions, like it's like you both are experiencing the same thing, and it's like, oh, you can see someone's reaction and understand it that way. But it's like, why are you going through a barrier from something relatable when you can actually just get the honest to empathy? Like maybe to relate it makes it easy, but it's like, but then again, it's like if it's easy, it's like that means you're not gonna appreciate it. That means it's not gonna be worth as much in the end if you just do the wrong way, because that's like it was the first and best way. Um, I don't spend that much. Okay, I don't want to talk about Smash right now. I want to talk about me and like how I do stuff. It sounds kind of like some people is like do that stuff with just like famine. It's like I need to figure out how to be the best myself through like thinking of ideas. I very much I fail. Um, but like I need to work on those ideas. I need to figure out what I want. I'm not gonna focus on games. I'm not gonna focus on this. I'm not gonna say like what I want to do. I want to do and express myself who I am, my personality raw. Because anything less, it's like I don't want people to watch me. Because if I'm gonna stream, it's for me. I mean, it's like that's what you're getting. And it's like I don't want to be the traditional, you know what I mean, like whatever. It's like when I could story time, it's like that's my favorite part. It's like he's explaining how he's feeling and like seeing, stuff like that. Hey, you come by. And like for that part, it's like that's why I really enjoy it. It's like when you're just like expressing, I'm like okay, and like his older stuff too. Like that's what I want to do. I don't want to do what he became. I want to do what's early. If I want to do it, because I want to be myself. Um, I feel like people like he blew up quickly, but it's like I feel like it's because people can connect with him in that way. He thought it wouldn't work. It's like you can still connect with people like that. I feel like no, everyone thinks it's so boring, whatever. But it's like, hey, that's actually the best way though. Like, how else are you gonna know someone unless they express how they're feeling, how they express themselves? What I do, you know what I mean? I feel like just working on that, just doing that, it's like that's what helps. uh, so good, GTH, amazing. Um, what's it called? That Will Smith. Dude, Jaden Smith's a genius. Because, like, I relate to him because, like, the amnesia parts. Like, I wake up with amnesia. I don't know who I am. I don't know what's going on. Like, I do, but it's, like, at the same time, like, I have no, like, because I'm brain dead. So I'm like, what do I do right now? It's like, okay, just do whatever. Yeah, it's like, it's the same repetitive garbage. And, like, it's just, it's just habit. Everything just habit right now. It's like, I need to break out of the habit. Yo, that's kind of why, like, Linkin Park, they're like, I need breaking the habit. Linkin Park knew what they were talking about with the lyrics and everything. Like, fam, you think I got clout? There's 5 people watching my stream. You think that's clout? Boy. Trust me, fam, I've been in the background. Yeah, I know, I need to do that. It's like, I've been in the background for everything. I know everything. It's like, I get no clout. I'm like, it's like, it's good, but it's also like, it's like weird at the same time. Tyler, no, you don't. You get, like, I have connections, but I don't have clout. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get viewers, I don't get views, I don't get YouTube, but it's like interpersonal relationships with people up there. It's like I can communicate with. So clout, as in like clout coins, when gold places, sure. But if it's like clout in like the way of a group of people, it's like nah. You know what I mean? It's like that's it's like I don't do that type of clout. I don't have that type of clout. Like I'm Saul has that type of clout. um, yeah, no, I was like cool. I literally responded to that message. I don't understand where you're like, bro, like fam, I adjusted. It's a nice mouse. Like I have right now with like RGB. I'm not gonna show them because headphones and too much of work. But I really like the like simple aesthetic with the light. It's like it looks really cool, but it's also sleek. It's a really really nice mouse. I really like the look. On GT H coin equal to so it's basically like 2 cents. I know like it's like stupid like conversion. Like it's I'm not even gonna look up. It takes so much effort, too much time. Like I mean, just talking about myself and like reacting in chat and stuff like that. Again, I don't want to do stupid gaming stuff when I can just be me. No, it's like I want to be me. Like it's like that's the best self, me being me. Because I play Smash, just like that's not me being me. That's not me expressing myself and trying to be creative with different ideas and imagery and whatever. Because like if I keep doing it, it's like, hey, I'm more comfortable just just being myself without like because the streaming is different than having someone next to you. Someone next to you, like you can express yourself easy. Online, it's like it's so weird where it's like you can't really do it. But I feel like if I learned that, it's like okay, I can kind of apply it to that stuff outside more when I'm alone because I'm still technically alone physically here. Um, and like connecting with people, it's like that's a different thing. And like me, it's like it's creating a big web of I want it to be good to help myself, I guess, in the long run. It's like I want to keep doing that, get good, and then do what like maybe then do it. Uh, JTH, that would not destroy poverty. I'm telling you that right now. Like, how do people? I was thinking about this. I'm like, okay, how are people gonna think it's world peace, right? Where it's like you in your block, even if you're good, like in my neighborhood, it's a nice neighborhood, but it's like, do you really have peace with everyone? Do you like really know? Like, how can you be peace with the world when it's like you can't even be peaceful with like the people close to your life and people that like and like full peace and like expression, like like connection. And it's like if you can't really do it, it's like that's a lot of people that can't. And it's like especially that exceeds 30 people. So it's like okay, if people cannot be peaceful in their own group, it's like that's not happening. Like when I was watching document like in class about like tribes, I think it was South America or Africa, I forget. But it's like it's a small community, but everyone knows each other. Everyone like connects with each other. Everyone's like they're good. You know what I mean? It's like anyone outside like it's like we can't do more than that. And I feel like the second like you just focus on your thing, it's like then you can be happy. But if you go too much, it's like you can't have everything happy because everyone's different. Everyone's gonna think different things. Like whatever group you happen to be in, it's like just live that. Ignorance is bliss. That's why I don't like to think. That's why I don't like to recognize a lot of things because it's like when people are like, oh, it's familiar. I'm like, fam, I'm just saying for what it is. I'm creating my own meaning that's beneficial to me. That's not about race. That's not about anything you're saying. It's like I find things that I enjoy that sparks my creativity and what I want to explore and what I think about. I'm not doing all that BS. And that's why I'm like, I'm never gonna write a political paper because like that's not a thing. Like, shut up, just shut up. Just go back to the drawing board. Just be yourself. Don't be what someone else taught you to be. It's like don't go through what someone taught you to think. Be your own person. Like explore, go out there. Cause all that's like, fam, no. Like because math and everything, it's like, fam, this is super boring. Because like too much of that, and it's like, yeah, it's beneficial, but still. But English is like they kind of want to do that, but it's like at the same time, like nah, fam, I do me. I play by my rules. Like I do literally nothing in these. Like I'm really happy about that. You think the government has a group chat? Probably. I would at least think like maybe not the higher ups, but like people just then know and like talk about. I'm not talking about conspiracies. Or like, I'm not talking about controversial things because it's like it's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to be at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't. I'd rather focus on what I need to focus on right now. What's it called? Man, do you want to be streaming? Do you want to be streaming all the time? Especially the nighttime. Um, so, oh yeah, there was a training. Completely forgot about that, bro. uh, I was working though. Also, I watched Game of Thrones. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm just saying, like, I've noticed everything day one. They literally like foreshadow the show by literally saying what's gonna happen. Like the first episode of the season, it's like, bro, it's literally right there in front of you. If you don't like it, it's like you knew. It's like, bro. What's it called? I had the Impossible Burger. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. But it was like at White Castle. So I was like, the White Castle is like it's horrible, but I can eat it. Like, I don't know. It's the worst food. I don't know. Like I can stomach it. A lot of people like I can't stomach it. Like it's really bad when you go to the bathroom. I'm like I'm fine. Like I'm always fine with anything. I don't really get myself upset unless it's like I know for sure. Fam, I don't understand why he cheated with her. I don't. Fam, stuff's quick and like stuff's crazy. You know what I mean? Like instant buy check. It's like, bro, like everyone has that like instant like it's like first impressions, but it's like it's different because it's like a vibe, and it's like you can get more out of it because like more personality rather than like like thinking about what's materially there and like it's, emotionally. And I was like, okay, vibe check, and I was like, yeah, this is messed up. If I'm woke, dude, I unwoke myself 24/7. Like the amount of times I'm actually woke, barely any. Like you guys think I do this like 24/7? Dude, I wish I did this every like 24/7. When I wake up, it's like I don't have this. I don't have this. Like I'm not woke 24/7. I'm not doing any of that. It's like for me, what I do is like, when do I do it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I also am not a fan of it. I've never watched his stuff. I don't know. I don't know who he is. Um, that's why I'm not concerning myself. But it's like for me, I'm like never like actually. Just watching the Minds and okay, what to talk about? And it's like the thing is, you just like I don't know what to talk about, and now it's like I'm just in the flow of talking about things. Okay, there's one. Oh, hi, K Cat. I'm going to do a stream where I get like a pencil, I guess. Like I take a pic, and they need to make art. It's like you get your thing with the camera and overlay. And it's like you stop right there and you can instantly draw and like move things around, point things out. Because when I take a shot, like I see the stone, whatever. It's like whatever the design is. It's like sometimes I see cats, sometimes I see dogs, sometimes I see like a weird lizard thing, sometimes I see like a castle, sometimes I see a bee. It's like I see different things. I can see all of that by moving my head a little bit and focusing. Like it's crazy the amount of imagination that's in that tile. Very crazy. So I'm thinking it's like literally just like whatever, and then just have that. Like maybe have like water running, so it's like a cool kind of audio vibe. Because like that can also help people go to sleep, and people go to sleep listening to this. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna make it better for them too. It's like it's a win-win situation for everyone because you're probably gonna fall asleep, and I'm gonna still be streaming and get all that watch time because you didn't turn off the laptop. It's kind of smart financially. People don't understand. People don't do it. It's very obvious. Um, like I just I'm like that's easy. What's it called? So it's like either or do that. Yeah, it's basically ASMR. It's like you're gonna pass out. I'm gonna get that watch time. It's that sounds really bad, but it's like it's kind of true. Like I didn't think about it that way, but um, if I did a Kahoot, I would do like a woke Kahoot. You know what I mean? Like crazy questions, and people have to like really think about it to get it. Um, what's it called? But like I would imagine like 5 persons, like different situations. I would re-see it, everything, like all the time. Um, but it's like every time I look, I'm like, oh, that's a cool story. But it's like by the time I like draw it, I feel like it would change into something else because like it varies very quickly. So I have to like learn how to speed draw. So I was doing that when I took art, and it was really fun to do. It was like I need to get good at speed art with imagination. Combine that, put that as like the live stream, and like have pictures and like save button every time I start a new one, like to save it. Um, and then kind of like have that as art. Like that whole entire transition between a vision, like what you imagine, like what you see, and have that as a whole entire ship. Because then be like, wait, this is kind of trippy. Like just flipping through, it's like, what's going on? It's like that's one guy, It's like what? So it's like I kind of want to do that. It's like speed draw by just outlining. What do you think? Bam. What I want is a Smash movie, and then do like every character, so it's Infinity War. Like I read about that, like people think that. I'm like, ooh, that's kind of cool. Cause like Nintendo, what if Nintendo beat Marvel with like Infinity War and all of that? Cause like everyone played Nintendo as a kid, so it's like I feel like that's a bigger audience than the Marvel people. It's like obviously more people play Pokemon than they read comics. So I feel like when they do that, a lot of people are gonna watch it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's Smash, and like it's gonna be so much better. Really? Because think about Japan too. In Japan, is there that much Marvel stuff? And like everyone's played Nintendo, especially like the older generation. Everyone played a Nintendo in 1985, and the Super Nintendo and the Wii. Everyone bought a Wii. Everyone. So I was like, okay, if Wii is like the best selling console, everyone bought a Wii. And it's like, okay. And then DS too. DSs are huge. Everyone had a DS when they were a kid growing up. So it's like, if you have that with all the different characters and everything, people are going to watch it. You just got to do it right. And they have Smash, Infinity War, and that'll be like the crazy hands. Every Avengers will be a crazy hand, and then the Master Hand, and then like the different plots. True, but then again, the Switch is doing really good in sales though. That's also the thing. It's like I don't know anyone who has a Switch, but it's like they keep selling numbers, so I don't get it. Like I don't see people, but the sales are there, so I don't know what's going on. But I feel like when the Switch ages more, it's like okay, that makes more sense. But the Wii is like, yeah. That's the other thing. It's like people like specs, people like other stuff. It's like no, you gotta use it. Yeah, but people took Nintendo seriously when they did DS era. Everyone took it seriously for DS, and like Diamond Pearl, like that was the era everyone enjoyed, the DS era. I feel like everyone now who is adults like 20s, they can afford to go to the movie and see it and catch up with it. It's like that's the people with money. That's kind of what they did with Marvel. It's like people don't really like who actually read comics. I feel like not a lot of people do it, but people watch it. I feel like with Smash is like, oh, you're playing it and you can watch it. And it's like you can kind of do both. Enjoy the original content and watch the movie. So like you're getting money easier in both ways because you're selling movies and games. And the Marvel's like, how much money are you making per comic compared to video game? I don't know. Like has some DLC out of a new game, it's like that and just make a story that's like change up a bit, like because obviously it's not gonna be perfect, the transitions. And I'll do some creative liberties. But like I don't know, it's like you make a lot of money potentially if you do that correctly. I feel like Nintendo might know that. If they don't know that, it's like, bro, come on. If there's a movie I want, yeah. Well, unless it's Japan. Like I feel like Japan knows Lucas and Ness more. Oliver, I feel like that's also more Japan. I don't know. Some people like Pikmin. It's not going to. It's not, because like they have to backwards compatible. Like right now, you can overclock the Switch to 1.8 gigahertz, and they have that for like Breath of the Wild and Odyssey now. Um, but you feel like, what are they gonna do? Like have it the latest chip? What would they do? Like Snapdragon 855 or something? But no, they had to go NVIDIA. So you have to use NVIDIA Shield TV, which can emulate GameCube games pretty well. But it's like that's not that much of a proof. It's like if they really want to push it, they can't be lazy and be cheap. You know, it's like if you're gonna pay the extra money, it's like talk to NVIDIA, get a good mobile processor unit that's compatible, the same architecture. Like make a new mobile chip, because they haven't refreshed their NVIDIA Shield processor line in a while. You know what I mean? Like they haven't done that in a big minute, and it's like that's something they're lacking right now, because sales before it's like, hey, you have a good contender that can get you money. And it's like, come on, just do it. NVIDIA's being super lazy, I feel. It's like they don't really want to put that much effort, but it's like, hey, we got sales. I feel like that really changed the game. It's like when they saw the sales, I was like, okay, we're gonna put that more. Let's go faster and switch when it gets. Yeah, especially when you're doing mobile. Like on mobile, it makes a big difference. I feel like with Xenoblade, if you do mobile and you overclock it to like the dock mode, I feel like it's going way better, because that can always run like garbage. And you have like a spreadsheet and like if you overclock, what it does, and like the good performance. Like people are testing it in the community. Crazy. It's okay, cat. It's fine. Hey. And cat just next to me. It's like, oh, pet me, but it's like I also want to bite you. um. Yeah, that part's really cool. So I've been streaming for 51 minutes. That's crazy. What was I gonna say? Yeah, see, this is the part. It's like where it's like, oh, now it's turning back down the dial. It's like, okay, I need to keep putting the dial up, but it's like I know it's not gonna go there forever. Something is like, okay, I have to accept this. It was also like, okay, but I don't want to end the stream, but it's like the conflicting ideas with energy and like mental, I guess, like mental juice. Because like for me, it was like there's always nothing at the end, but it's like there's something that's like the drain. It's really fast and really annoying to recover from. What's it called? And it's like you can kind of tell your high and lows and like restoration. What's it called? But I should be doing this more like at. I want to start streaming more at like 12. I think I can change my sleep schedule more to accommodate that. So I start streaming at 12. Maybe I end at like 1 or 2. Oh, you gotta be lurking on YouTube, have people on your stream. Fam, okay, that would be interesting. Right now it's 3. Because like also like no, everyone's sleeping, and like I don't want to wake everyone up, but if I'm streaming right now, no one's complaining, and it's like, hey, no one can hear me. So it's like I can kind of do it. If someone complains, like, okay, modify. Months ago, but yeah, before I always thought that I was like, okay, I need to listen to music. Good with music, like I can imagine, like the what's it called, sakura flowers, and like just people talking like Sailor Moon style, because that's kind of the aesthetic they put. And it's like maybe like the music, it's like having different situations that make you feel like the music, like the type of tempo, the type of notes, what it's trying to show. Because I know, like orchestras, I feel like orchestras, when they say it's like, oh, this is like wizardry or something, and I was like, wait, what's going on? But you listen to it, and if you really get deep in, it's like you can imagine it kind of. You can see what they're talking about. They can see the emotion through it. I feel like now with music, when it's lo-fi, it's like you can feel that emotion, but it's like, oh, simpler modern day life. And it's not as much as like, oh, it's like super intense. It's like more easily digestible. I just like kind of explain the vibe and like what, like maybe like do quick sketches or something, or just talk about what you're saying. Because they can never have a machine that takes your pure imagination and creativity onto paper, onto visual, and like that's it. Because if people created that technology, I feel like that would revolutionize content. That would revolutionize how people express themselves, like everything. Because like you go through like your child imagination. It's like you are encouraged to do that. You're encouraged to maintain it and go through it forever. You know, it's like you never really grow out because like you always do that. It's like with that, it's like people will like it. It's like thing is like being physically nutrient and like how all that works. But it's like if everyone gets applied equal, and it's like that's all right. They get paid for doing that. And it's like, hey, that's kind of cool too, because other people who don't do that, it's like they can consume it as content, and they can consume it as like a visual or whatever you want to call it. Um, so like that's how you get compensated. But yeah, I feel like whoever makes that machine and can do imagination and stuff at the same time, it's like props, big props, because that would change the game. What's it called? What's it really give it? Fam, I don't have any talking points because I feel like I usually just go with the flow with things. Like for me, if I give a speech, I don't even like know what I'm talking about, or, like what to say. I just go and yell it. Like for me, it's like this is what's true. It's like man, I just go up on the mic. My heart might be beating while I'm like in person, on the stand. It's like okay, I'm just gonna keep talking. I just talk about this type of stuff sometimes in like a weird ways, and like everyone's like, "Oh, okay, that's weird." Like I've never heard it, but okay, that's kind of cool at the same time. So it's like, I like doing that because it kind of gives the impression to people like, "Hey, I'm not gonna bash you for being different, even though I don't get it." And it's like you kind of can't penalize for what someone doesn't know. Um, what's it called? So that's fun. You should buy a cheat do I should be doing that. Power is power. Huh. I've never heard that song. Like power it sounds like a like 80s kinda, It's like or was it the 90s with like the split band. It was like a type of music, it was like upbeat. Oh. Oh, this one. Okay. Weekend and Travis I don't think works well. Um Travis is like, I listened to it. It reminded me. It was like, I know now. It reminded me of that one song on Kendrick's, Black Panther. Is it on Black Panther or am I like imagining things and they just rebranded it as Game of Thrones? Because I listened to it, I'm like, isn't this the same exact thing? I got you. Um, what's it called? It like totally seems like a Black Panther song. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know I heard it before because when I got mad because like they reskinned it as Game of Thrones. I'm like, bam, it wasn't playing the song in the TV show. You just reskinned it for the licensing fee. Yeah, it's not the same. I'm about to say it's like fam, they just copy and pasted it. I'm like, bro, like when you legally get away with things, because like you can't do it with what's it called, Black Panther. So you need something else that's trending. They're like, okay, that's what's trending right now. It's like let's just do the same thing. Like I see what they're doing. Like that's why I got mad. I'm like, okay, I can't listen to it because you're just redoing the same strat. Like you gotta be creative. You gotta be changing up. Or people are gonna see that. People are gonna be like, yo, nah, fam, this ain't it. Um, what's it called? Because like, yeah, it's just too way too similar. It gets annoying. Um, yeah, I'm getting sleepy too. That's why I'm like, okay, I need to like the second I focus on music or other things, like you already know the stream's going down. Like when I stop talking about what I kind of want to explore and do stuff like that, it's like okay then, yeah. But thank you for stopping by. I JT, no, you say you gotta go. So yeah. Alright. I'm gonna see you guys. I watch the stream tomorrow, but I don't even know about that right now. Well, soon, I guess, because I need to start streaming.